Yo, what's good, family? Welcome back to Set for Life Crypto. Tonight, Kurt and I are going to be diving straight into the belly of the beast with this one. We're going to be taking y'all all through the UK and talking about all the connections that they have. And this ain't just some Ripple partner with this bank kind of talk. Nah. We are going to be tracing every single deal back from 2012 until the now in 25. And we're going to be putting it all together, how these connections make up the global liquidity reset. Now, we're talking Ripple's acquisitions, we're talking XRP buybacks, as well as the reverse carry trade, and even a little bit of how Jerome Powell's rate cuts tie this whole web together. And it's going to get deep, so we're talking deeper than the city of London's vaults, y'all.
That's right, bro. A lot of people still thinking Ripple's some fintech startup playing with banks. They don't realize that the UK has been Ripple's sandbox since the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? What we're about to show you, the paper trail, the partnerships, the policies, this is the foundation of the new financial internet, the Finternet. Are you ready, my boy?
Let's get it, bro. Okay, so back in 2012, right? Ripple wasn't even Ripple Labs yet, right? It was called Open Coin. Y'all check that out. And right from the jump, they were building relationship with global banks. We're talking London, Frankfurt, Singapore. The UK was ground zero because Bank of England was already experimenting with distributed ledger tech.
Facts. And in 2016, we got our first major domino, Santander UK. Right? They became the first bank, the UK bank, to roll out blockchain-based international payments using Ripple's tech. Here's the receipt. I got it pulled up on the screen right now. This is on Ripple's website. Santander becomes the first UK bank to use Ripple for cross-border payments. Today, Santander announced that they are the first UK bank to introduce Ripple's blockchain technology to facilitate international payments through a new app. They are rolling it out as a staff pilot with the intention to expand the technology at a later date. Once the app is downloaded, Santander staff just need to complete their profile details and they can start to make payments. It connects to Apple Pay, where users can confirm payments securely using Touch ID. It lets users transfer between €10 and €10,000, and payments can be made from the GBP, which is the British pound, to the euro and USD. At this time, payments made in euro can be sent to 21 countries and US dollar payments to the US.
Already. So check this out. That's kind of just the start of Ripple's UK handshake. We're talking about low fees, instant settlement, and cross-border rails. Y'all always know how we speak on the cross-border rails that Ripple's been building. So basically, Ripple is the prototype for what the Bank of England later called real-time settlement on distributed ledgers.
Then came American Express and Santander Ripple in 2017. They created a live FX corridor between the US and the UK using RippleNet. American Express and Santander use RippleNet for cross-border payments. I can pull that up here for you so I can show you the proof.
Absolutely. Digging in. American Express. Y'all know how hard it is to get an Amex card. Gotta have your credit right.
All right, so here's on CNBC's website. Right here, we'll pull this up. Right, American Express, Santander team up with Ripple for cross-border payments via blockchain. American Express and Santander have partnered with financial technology firm Ripple to speed up cross-border payments between the US and the UK by using blockchain technology. Payments made by American Express's business customers on its FX International Payments platform will now be routed through Ripple's enterprise blockchain network, RippleNet. So that is the proof right there on CNBC that American Express Santander teamed up with Ripple for cross-border payments.
Really, y'all, that's a major deal. You feel me? That is like institutional. That is not retail. So by this point, Ripple was not knocking at the door anymore. They were already in the boardrooms ready and ready to rock.
So listen to this. So in 2018, Ripple turns that momentum global. Santander OnePay FX goes live in the UK, Spain, Poland, and Brazil. Right?
Yes,
Live transactions. Santander's OnePay FX. I have it here on the screen. Santander recently released OnePay FX, the first mobile application for international payments powered by blockchain technology. Millions of Santander's customers in Europe now have access to same-day cross-border payments, a critical improvement from the 3 to 5 days it traditionally takes to send money internationally. But the success of this app is not just about the transparency, faster speed, and lower cost the service offers. It's about the fluid, easy customer experience for mobile users. It's what customers require and expect in today's market, whether it's sending a secure message to a friend, hailing a ride share, or sending money across borders. In the world of cross-border payments, providing this type of seamless digital experience isn't as easy as it looks. Many financial institutions have invested large amounts of money into legacy banking systems that make integrating new technology and improving agility difficult. The digital infrastructure required to support better consumer experiences, especially for mobile users, simply doesn't exist or is severely bogged down by legacy technology investments. That's why the deployment Santander's OnePay FX is so revolutionary. It required technological innovation in the front, middle, and back offices, a shift driven by unwavering commitments to its customers. With its first UI and blockchain infrastructure, the OnePay FX app offers remittance customers several new features. 1. The total cost of sending their payment, including bank fees and foreign exchange rates. 2. A delivery time quote for improved transparency. And 3. A receipt of payment for complete certainty. No other bank can provide this type of experience. Watch as real money moves from the UK to the US via OnePay FX. You can check out that video here. It's on the Ripple's website.
You dig? So check this out. Then you go to TransferGo, and that's another UK-based fintech that was joining RippleNet to move money faster than Swift could ever do. And bro, could you pull that up? You know, I can't pull that up on my screen.
Yep, I'm pulling it up.
My brother gonna pull it up and read the article for y'all to let y'all see the partnership with TransferGo and RippleNet.
So TransferGo partners with Ripple to offer global real-time payments everywhere to everyone. All right, TransferGo co-founder and CEO Domantas Dovinskas, sorry if I mispronounced that. In 2018, TransferGo partnered with Ripple on a program to help Indian migrant workers send money home to their families faster than ever. Today, the company can transfer funds from a sender in Europe to a recipient bank account in India in just a few minutes. After launching our Ripple corridor to India, we were able to pay our remittances in minutes, explained Davinskas. Our UK customers are second and third generation Indians sending money to family and friends in India to help them pay utility bills and cover education costs. TransferGo enables those recipients to get that buying power as quickly as possible. Ripple gives us a competitive edge in India, which is the largest global cross-border remittance market, and today we're moving more than a couple of million pounds per year. And that was in 2018. So, same time as that, ZendPay, which is another UK remittance company, and I'll pull that up here. Ripple was literally writing the UK's digital plumbing, right? ZendPay. Let's see, ZendPay. Ripple supports ZendPay in opening new remittance markets to stay ahead of the competition. This was in 2019. As an exclusively online service, ZendPay is able to provide its customers some of the most competitive rates on cross-border money transfers. The London-based company gives customers the option to waive fees when it's pay what you want service. To extend this extraordinary initiative even further and help millions of people get more when sending their money abroad, ZenPay recently joined RippleNet, opening up new corridors to Bangladesh, Malaysia, Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia, and enabling real-time payment rails to Thailand. They said most of our customers are migrants who are sending money back home. ZenPay's head of production innovation, Bhavan Vegla, said, "This money is vital to support their families to pay rent or mortgage, electricity bills, medical fees, and education costs. Being an online service allows us to reduce our overheads and pass the savings on to these clients for whom every penny counts." ZenPay is popular in countries with established and growing migrant communities, including the UK, Europe, as well as Canada, South Africa, and India.
So like y'all see that anytime you hear the word remittance, that just simply means someone is needing to send money from one country to another country. Say you working here in America and you from London and you need to send money back to the UK, that's known as a remittance payment. And they also, of course, with Ripple being the blockchain that specifically was working on cross-border payments, they specialize in that. So in 2019, Ripple linked with MoneyGram, bridging corridors that included London's routes. They were testing ODL, which is on-demand liquidity, where XRP acts as the bridge currency. That's the core. No pre-funded accounts, no nostro vostro nonsense.
Awesome, and I got this pulled up here for you. Ripple completes MoneyGram investment, extends UK TransferGo partnership. Yesterday, US-based money transfer service MoneyGram announced that blockchain firm Ripple completed the second $20 million investment tranche. Ripple purchased newly used shares from MoneyGram at $4.10 a share, a premium over 36% to yesterday's closing price. Ripple also announced plans to extend its partnership with UK-based money transfer service TransferGo. The two collaborated in 2018 to introduce blockchain cross-border remittance to India and will now expand the service to new markets in Southeast Asia, Latin America, and Africa.
Yes, sir.
All right, now this is where the UK story gets political. Ripple joined the digital pound. Hold on, let me pull this up. So I got this pulled up on the screen here, right? So they joined the Digital Pound Foundation in October of 2021, right? On the 14th of October, helping design the UK's central bank digital currency framework. This is on Ripple's website here. So it says, today Ripple is excited to announce it is joining the Digital Pound Foundation, a nonprofit focused on the deployment and implementation of a digital pound in the United Kingdom. Ripple, as a foundation member, will be represented on the board by Susan Friedman, head of policy. Ripple's participation in the foundation continues our ongoing work engaging central banks globally on technical and policy issues related to central bank digital currencies. Ripple believes the UK has long been at the forefront of encouraging responsible innovation and growth in the crypto asset space, and development of a digital pound is the logical outgrowth of that work. We are excited to support the design and implementation of a digital pound in partnership with the Digital Pound Foundation, Friedman noted. The foundation will help advance the UK's goal to build a more inclusive and sustainable financial system. And it says, today over 80% of central banks are actively exploring some form of sovereign-backed cryptocurrency, including CBDCs. The Bank of England is actively working to navigate the practical and technological challenges of designing, implementing, and operating a digital pound that could play an important role in expanding access to central bank money by households and businesses. The Bank of England has also recognized that the evolving digital payments landscape brings the potential for faster, cheaper, sustainable, and more efficient payments with greater functionality. This is what we've been telling you guys time after time.
Absolutely. And this is also where we would like to remind you guys that any of the information that we are providing you guys tonight shall not be taken as financial advice. If you need financial advice, reach out to your local CPAs or some type of attorney to get you whatever financial advice that you would need. We are just here to provide you with education, and this is not financial advice. Once again, we're just trying to bring you the information as it evolves so that you guys can be informed on how to make good investments. Okay. So we're going to move forward. So, as my brother was saying, that is exactly what we have been trying to tell you guys the whole time. And that move was deeper than people even realized. It wasn't just like, let's make a digital pound, right? It was like Ripple literally helping build a new monetary architecture that'll link to the UK CBDCs and other currencies around the world, not just the UK's. So they made it to where it can be interoperable, as we always speak about.
Yeah, check this out. So I'm gonna pull this next one up. So this is gonna be Ripple and Modulr.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they
That
partnered
is
with Modulr, a UK regulated payment system.
absolutely
Um,
the vote.
it basically serves Revolt and Wise. So the Ripple Modular DAA node. Um, so basically, you can provide high-speed data, video, and voice services over coax and reduce operational costs, improve your system performance. Let me see. This might not be it. Yeah, this is it.
Yes,
Ripple.
it.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, this.
So,
That's what you're looking at. That is a direct line into the UK's faster payment service, right? It is the same that is the same network that the Bank of England uses, and that's the access to the heart of the British banking system. So now we got Ripple not just the partner, but it's also the infrastructure piece as well. So that's pretty deep. That's pretty big too.
so this is where we're gonna be. This is the chapter we're living through right now, fam. Ripple's got Archax, right? I'm gonna pull this up. Ripple's Archax. Um,
Man, y'all drop some likes in there, man, for this work, man, my brother doing. Y'all drop us a couple of likes, shoot us a couple of shares out there, man. Get this information out because we really taking y'all around the world. We just taking y'all to Asia. Y'all can go back and check out our other videos. Now we're in the UK showing y'all everything that they doing in the UK. And if you guys just bridge all of the videos we've been bringing y'all, y'all can bridge all of it together and you can see where this is going because the writing is definitely on the walls.
yeah,
Oh, my
we're
bad, bro.
basically gonna bring you guys all the dots. It's up to y'all to watch the videos, take the information, and connect the dots. So
Absolutely.
we're bringing you the dots. So on the screen, you'll check out Ripple collaborates with Archax to bring hundreds of millions of dollars of tokenized real world assets to the XRP ledger. This is the chapter that we're living in right now, right? It's a the UK's first fully regulated digital asset exchange, fully integrated into the XRP ledger for tokenized real world assets.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Archax, that is not a small deal. You feel me? They literally work with Arbden, and Arbden is one of UK's biggest investment firms, and they manage literally over $500 billion. So when Ripple say tokenization, they ain't just talking ETFs. They are really talking tokenized treasuries, real estates, commodities, institutional grade assets moving on chain in real time.
So now let's add in securitize. So we're gonna pull up
Yeah,
this one.
Absolutely. Big deal, y'all. Securitize. Big deal.
Right? So Securitize is Ripple's new partner. That's how they'll bring compliant tokenized securities to institutions. I got it right here. Ripple and Securitize enable RLUSD smart contract functionality for BlackRock's BUIDL and VanEck's VBill tokenized funds. So you got BlackRock and VanEck, two of the largest firms in the United States. Flagship integration brings RLUSD to Securitize's tokenization platform. In September of this year, 2025, Ripple, the leading provider of digital asset infrastructure for financial institutions, and Securitize, the leading platform for tokenizing real-world assets, today announced a smart contract that would allow holders of BlackRock's BUIDL and VanEck's VBill to exchange their shares for Ripple for Ripple USD. This smart contract adds an additional stablecoin off-ramp for BUIDL and VBill tokenized short-term treasury funds.
Yeah. So don't forget G-Treasury, which Ripple just acquired as well. Remember, they made the $1 billion acquisition of G-Treasury.
We just did that video a couple days ago. You guys can check that video out.
Absolutely. And that was literally the corporate cash and liquidity management platform that they needed. And it is used by banks worldwide. Now it is under Ripple's umbrella. You feel me? So that is XRP's liquidity management. And it's not just tokenization. G-Treasury is the management group for all these corporate banks and stuff worldwide. And that allows them to tap into some instant liquidity that's going to be necessary to push us to the prices that we be talking about.
So when Ripple says they'll start buying XRP from the open market to manage liquidity, that is what they mean. They're centralizing the rails while decentralizing the flow.
Now, all right, let's switch the little move for a minute. We're gonna talk macro reset for a second. Now we're gonna tie a bow on this thing. You got Ripple setting up corridors in the UK, Dubai, Singapore, as well as Latin America and everywhere. And everywhere you got tokenized assets going live. But here's the kicker. Liquidity drought is coming for sure.
So exactly, the reverse carry trade is already unwinding. Japan's moving their money home, bonds are being sold, and global capital is drying up. When that happens, liquidity becomes king. And who provides that on-demand liquidity? XRP.
XRP, baby. Y'all already know. Now, mix that with Jerome's upcoming rate cuts. That means cheap money re-enters the system, but this time it's digital. The Fed's quietly experimenting with real-time settlement and Ripple waiting on our OCC National Trust Charter to get direct Fed access. Bro, can you pull that up for them and let them see the OCC Trust Charter, please? Yeah, my brother gonna pull that up for y'all and let y'all check out what we waiting on for y'all that don't know. And if you guys are into Ripple and you already know this information, it's good to just kind of relive it. You know what I mean? Y'all still tap in with us. And for y'all who don't know, lock this information in so you'll understand it.
Let's see if I can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm hoping. I'm hoping.
We're hoping this goes through.
You feel me? If
So,
not,
Ripple banking charter enters the review phase.